Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Proline. This is the NBA and Super Bowl edition of Proline. There's two this week. There's one for college basketball and the one you're watching now, where we'll focus on the NBA and some early stuff for the big games between the Broncos and the Seahawks. Jim Feist is here to do it. John Cranton, Mr. Vegas, is here to do it as well. I'm Dave Cokin. Before we get into anything, we'll tell you about some very good offers that are taking place right now. And, John, why don't we start with you? Mr. Vegas has got a $1 per day offer that's on the table right at this time.
You got it. Yep, 7 days for $7. You get all sports, hockey, NBA, and college basketball. 7 days for $7. If you sign up tonight, you get an NBA high roller, 1-866-896-1627.
I'm going to focus on some big plays that I have. These are called window plays. And when we put them online, they're $500 a piece. So, you know, they're obviously geared to players that are playing 3 dimes, 4 dimes, more than that, you know, as much as 5 and 10 dimes. Not everybody can afford them, obviously. But everybody can afford this. And it's a chance to get some of these really big plays and make some money. Now, I'm on a good roll. I had a very nice weekend, 13-3 overall, 9-2 Saturday, 6-0 with the hoops. Won both the Broncos and the Seahawks on Sunday. Hit a big play on the Blazers. Hit a big play on Sunday on Oregon State. I actually like that game a lot against an Oregon team that's overrated right now. You're going to get 7 days of my high roller window plays in the NBA and college. So you're looking at a $3,500 online value. You're going to get all those for $40. And it's also going to include a game of the year, college basketball window game of the year goes on Saturday. That's included. So the whole thing's $40. And again, this is you're not going to get a load of plays here. In other words, it's not going to be like 5 plays each day or one of those deals. You're going to get one strong one every day, though. And that should be all you need if you're looking to win at this. One serious play every day. 1-866-896-1629 is the number to call. That's 1-866-896-1629. You spend $40, I will definitely make it worth your while. Jim, you are asking people to spend roughly the same amount for a whole bunch of stuff. And, wow, I mean, this is strong. You've had a great run in the NFL, especially with the totals, 8 straight. Hoop winners have been rolling in. And here's a chance for everybody to cash in from now until the end of the basketball tournament.
Absolutely, Dave. And that includes a big high roller going tonight. And it's all $39. That's 1-866-841-1655. Or the deal that Dave mentioned for $39 right through the tournament for $39, including a big bonus play tonight. 1-866-841-1655. These are very, very, very inexpensive specials. I've been on a great run, especially in the NFL, and you know, you want to get on board and finish it off. I have a very, very big play going in the Super Bowl, which you will get in that $39 package. So you want to make the call, 1-866-841-1655. I've got some very serious offers and some very strong plays going, so make sure you make that phone call.
All right, get some good stuff to look at here, but first let's start with some Super Bowl talk, guys. You know, they put up a line, and boom, here comes it was like a flood of Denver money. I talked to Jimmy Vaccaro, our good friend over at the South Point, and I said, what is it, about 70% Broncos? And he said, no, it's more than that. So, I mean, everybody's betting Denver, and it shows the number. Early line movement, Denver goes 1, and then it actually did bounce some early. You could have gotten Seattle at some point as the favorite, but not since the game ended. Denver has now taken off as the numbers going up. We're not going to give you picks on the game, obviously. You know, I mean, sorry, but we're not giving out the Super Bowl here. You got to call for that. But do you see the line continuing to move in this game? I do. I think there's going to be a 3 in this game at some point. Now, I think it'll get bought back at 3. So, it might settle at 2, 2.5, but I actually do see this line getting a 3 at some point.
Well, I agree that you may see 3s, and you're going to have to be right there when you see them, because as soon as they show up, they're going to disappear. It's going to be 2.5, 3, 2.5, 3. And then at the end, this is not giving you an opinion on the game. It's what it is. This is what's happening. The game opened up. At some places, it had Denver 1. Other places opened it up Seattle 1.5. So there was kind of a big disagreement between the different houses what the line should be and where the public would go. The reality is 95% of the public is going to bet on Peyton Manning. The guy's been around forever. He's a classy guy. He's never caused any problems. Most of the country, football fans, especially fans, love Peyton Manning. Football bettors are just interested in numbers. They don't care whose name is on the sheet and whose name is on the back of the player. They're going for numbers. So what you have going on here, when the initial number came out and the sharp players saw the 1 on Denver, they immediately took it because they felt like Seattle should be the favorite. But the public doesn't want to hear that. They want Manning to win. They want Manning to win. It's in his brother's house where they play their home games. And ironically, I think he's going to be staying at Eli's house while he's in New York. That's what I read. I don't know if that's true or not. So now you're looking at 2.5 and 2s. As a matter of fact, let me look right now. I'll take you across the board. We're looking at 2.5, 2. One place actually has it 1, minus 25, so that's extra juice. Then another 2, another 2, another 2. So there's more 2s than there are 2.5s. As a matter of fact, there's only right now 1 2.5, and then there's a 1. So the bookmakers are taking positions on this game, but you're going to see 95% of the public money is going to be on Denver. Now that's not a bad thing because the public does win, especially in Super Bowls. They have been known to do much better than the sharps. The sharps are number players, and the public just bets with their heart. So what you're gonna see here is a lot of variance around at different times. But you will never see, in my opinion, a solid 3, because unless it's in a very small house that the sharps don't play at, you're going to see when anytime it hits a 3, it's going to be taken. They're going to grab 3 and they're going to lay. Yeah, so that's what's going on. Now let's look at what's going on in New York. The weather forecast 10 days in advance, 12 days in advance, whatever the hell it is. During the day, the weather is probably going to be in the 20s. At night, but this is a night game. It starts at 6:30 East Coast time. The temperature is going to be 14 to 16 degrees. That's pretty cold. And in that stadium, even if it's not a windy situation, in that stadium for some reason, it's always windy. Now, the degrees of wind make a difference. If it's over 20 miles an hour, that's going to affect the passing game. If it's under 20 miles an hour, it really doesn't usually affect the passing game. You got 2 different teams here. You got a very defensive team, number 1 in the country in the NFL, and you got the number 1 offense in the league. So you have the 2 high seeds from the 2 different conferences, and you have strong defense against strong offense. So there's a lot to talk about in this game, and there's a lot of different and divergent opinions about the game and how it's going to go. Will the offense win? Will the defense win? There's a huge gap in quarterback experience. Wilson's very young, very mobile. Peyton's very old and very immobile. And there's a ton of reasons to like both sides, and it's going to come down to what you put your emphasis on as to what you bet on.
I'll say one thing, and this isn't an indicator of either side, but I've always said that you handicap a Super Bowl unlike you handicap any other game. Value bettors have lost money over the years in the Super Bowl, and the reason for that is they get hung up on the numbers. And look, that's absolutely the right way to play. during the course of 150, 200 games during the course of the season.
That's right.
If you get the value, you'll win. If you play bad value, if you take the wrong number as far as value is concerned, go the wrong side as far as value is concerned, you'll lose long term. That is an absolute. But in a one-game situation, any one individual game, it really doesn't matter. And that's why, to me, if you're going to bet this game, and obviously most of the people watching this are going to bet it. Hell, everybody bets the game in some fashion. I think that what you do, my advice is to take the approach where you handicap the game yourself and just pick the winner of the game. And don't necessarily bet that money line. Go ahead, if you like the favorite and they win by 1, well, that's showbiz. I mean, weird things can happen. But to me, this is handicap the game and pick the winner and just go that way. Forget the value because it just doesn't matter on a one-game basis. Or call me because I've got what I'm convinced is the winning side in this football game, and I'll sell it to you. All right?